to apply for the Transition School to Work grant. We are also very thankful for the support from our Kingsport City School Superintendent, Dr. Dwayne Arnold, our Director of Special Education, Jackie Wolf, the Kingsport City Schools Board of Education, Dobyns-Bennett High School Principal, Dr. Chris Hampton, Assistant Principal, Richard Brown, and many other leaders and teachers within Kingsport City Schools. These people mentioned, along with our partners at the Sullivan County Vocational Rehabilitation Office, Isaac Martin, Sam Cecil, and the Transition School to Work State Director, Gail Feltner. These are the ones that have made it possible for us to be here today. We also want to give credit to David Crockett High School and Daniel Boone High School in Washington County, Tennessee. Their Transition School to Work Program Coordinator, Jamie May, was crucial in helping us launch our Transition School to Work program last year in 2016. Since the inception of this program, we have made tremendous progress and are excited about the future of the program. We have worked very closely with our local and state vocational rehabilitation services to prepare our students for life after high school. As you have seen, we have had several students receive employment because of what the Transition School to Work grant has provided. This grant has provided not only a coordinator of the program, but also work readiness specialists who assist our students with acclimating to the tenets of employment. At this time, will all of our work readiness specialists and all of our current and former Dobyns-Bennett TSW students please stand to be recognized. They're the real stars of the show.
I'm the real stars.
Finally, our local business partners are the ones that provide our TSW students with enriching opportunities and valuable work experiences. Their partnership with us is invaluable. We want to take a moment to thank them for their commitment and leadership, not only in our community, but also our state. At this time, would all of our business partners that are here this afternoon please stand to be recognized and stay standing as I call your name. Please hold your applause to the end. Walgreens, Golden Corral, Shoney's, Goodwill, Texas Roadhouse, Rick Hill Imports, and Food City. Let's give them a hand. Now I'm going to introduce to you our next speaker. Our next speaker is a student at Dobyns-Bennett High School who simply wanted an opportunity to gain employment and make money like the rest of his peers. He started off training as a courtesy clerk at the front bagging groceries here at Food City. He had taken culinary classes last spring at Dobyns-Bennett and gained an interest in cooking. Last spring he approached me and asked if it would be possible for him to train in the deli here at Food City. He said he would love to work as a cook one day and wanted to start training now. When I first approached the managers at Food City, they were a little hesitant because our students had only been training in bagging groceries and cleaning. However, the store manager at the time, Mark Hubbard, said Caleb deserved a chance just like anyone else. He said, let's start next week. Little did we know that this student would excel so much that Food City would in turn offer him a job as an assistant cook with only less than a month of his training in the deli. This student has continued to work hard and receive pay raises because of his diligence and dependability. This is what the Employment First Task Force, the Transition School to Work grant, and Food City has provided for Caleb and many other people with disabilities across the state of Tennessee.
And don't forget about me.
That's right. Governor Haslam, without further ado, now introduce to you Caleb Peters.
Governor Haslam, I would like to welcome you to Food City in Kingsport, Tennessee. It is such an honor to meet you. Thank you so much for supporting in our Transition School to Work program. This program has been good for all of us. We have learned job skills, we have learned communication skills, We have learned teamwork with our coworkers, and we really appreciate the opportunity to continue to learn and grow so that when we graduate, we will put all of the stuff together that we learned so we can get hired. Governor, on behalf of all of the students, it is my honor to present to you the 2017 Expect Employment Report.
Very grateful. Before I get started, let me recognize two of the folks that you send from here to work with me in Nashville. I'm grateful for that, and they're both with us here today. Representative Crawford and Representative Holsey are both in the back. If you would, thank you for joining us. We very much appreciate your support. You know, I was thinking, they actually sent me with a whole bunch of remarks, but I'm going to forget those because I was actually thinking how much this fits. I was elected almost 7 years ago. When I ran, I talked about three things. I'm going to try to run the state's finances and budget like you run your own. So we've done that. We've kept taxes the lowest in the country and debt the lowest in the country. We've built up our savings account just like you would try to do. Number two, I was going to make Tennessee the best state for education in the country. And number three, that we were going to make this the best state in the Southeast for high quality jobs. In the last two things, when education and jobs, we said something early that we meant, and that was this, that all means all. And we talk about providing opportunities for the workplace, that all means all. And you saw the people here in the businesses. I want to thank the businesses. I heard them all real quick, so I'm going to miss Food City and Golden Corral and Shoney's and Goodwill, and I'm going to miss two or three others. I apologize. But I'll add one more to that. The governor's office. We have someone working in our office this past year that did outstanding work that was part of the same internship type program. And we love that idea in Tennessee that all means all. So when we talk about education, we don't want to just some kids in some schools doing better, but regardless of your zip code, regardless of your background, that every kid has a chance to do better. We talk about employment opportunities. We want those to be true for everyone, from the person who just graduated with their master's in mechanical engineering to someone that this is their very first job. We want Tennessee to be that state. So when we launched the whole Employment First initiative, and I want to thank the commissioners here, Commissioner Barnes and Burns and Debbie. All three are committed to this idea that all means all. And whether it's out of DHS and the vocational rehab program, intellectual disabilities, or labor workforce, all three of those departments are committed to this idea that all means all. And so because of that, we have a lot more people in Tennessee that have a new opportunity. So to Caleb and everyone else, thank you for the Expect Employment brochure. This is not just something that people do work and somebody throws it in a drawer, but it really does become the guidebook for how we want to have more people be able to expect employment and actually gain employment. So thank you. There are 6.6 million Tennesseans, all of whom, thank you very much.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Parker.
Don't forget about me if I'll tell the gentleman.
I will not forget about you ever. The rest of my life, I will remember that. That's the deal, okay? So, on behalf of Parker and so many others, thank you for making this happen for all of us. Thanks.